Okay, this part here, let's go ahead and save it because it's actually not saved by default. You see it's just a default name part 1, but I'm going to call it experiment 1, but it should be saving it in projects, you know, which is where it's supposed to be in job training. Okay, and let's go ahead and save it. Now you can have multiple files open, you can see this window, is moving around. I'm going to go ahead and create a new part. So let's see, standard part, LPT, IPT. Alright, we're in sketch mode, and I'm going to draw this starting at the center, so it's going to be constrained. Make it 2 inches wide. Okay, and start another one, because I've actually already drawn this part several times. And I'm not going to put a constraint on it. That for the heck of it, and we go dimension, and pull the dimension off that, so that's 2 inches. Okay, well I know it already exists, but yeah, it does already exist. I didn't see it. It's kind of blocked there. I don't know if you can move it. If it's more visible or not. But at any rate, we'll start a line on our object, and yeah, it's sticky to the middle. Hit escape, and let's go ahead and put a fillet on it, and you can just select it, and you can adjust the fillet later because it applies a dimension, but it defaults to 1/8 of an inch. Okay, and this went a little crazy on me before, but you're supposed to select a line, and I don't know how to do that. So you select a mirror line, but there's no line in this because I don't have a line. It's kind of weird that the command works this way. But anyway, what I had to do is draw a temporary line last time, and then go do a mirror. Select mirror line, hit apply. Okay, oops. And you just delete that line. Now there's no constraints on it yet. But anyway, I'd like to assign a parallel constraint with these two. Okay, and then I'd like to also make sure that they're always equal. So, and then I want to apply a horizontal constraint to the okay, this is adding this constraint will over constrain the sketch. Alright, well so anyway, let me just add another dimension here. I tried setting them equally last time, but that kind of misbehaved. So I'd like that to be there and that to be there. Oh, but you don't have to, okay. I can draw a dimension between those 2 points and make sure that remains intact. And then I'm going to go in and trim this out there. So now these are automatically tied together, but you can see that there's not a constraint on them. So, so if I wanted to, like enter this to 2.5 inch, things do freak out a little bit, but I mean, it is still moving the part properly. But this is why I try to apply an equal constraint, before, but it just didn't quite work right. But so like I said, that would be kind of fucked up, and I don't know, it just has something to do with that mirror command, not working quite right. Because otherwise it sort of works, but I'm not sure. Alright, now I did it. What I did was I just put I was able to put a horizontal constraint by selecting these 2 points. So now if I hit 2.5, it does work. But of course this is shifting over, off the center line, because the circle should be concentric. Now I don't know why you can't by default. There's probably some way of displaying the relationships automatically here, because in SolidWorks, you automatically see them. Here you don't know what constraints are applied; they're hidden. So for some reason, part of the reason I think this is doing this is because let me take this and delete it as a constraint and try it that way. Yeah, that still didn't help. I mean, it's still moving over, because like I said, these are not working right. Let me try to apply an equality constraint between these two. It'll probably bitch at me. Yep. But at any rate, let's just go ahead and save it, and even though it's not constrained, well, let me go back and edit it again, and try that thing here. Okay, so it's telling me that's fully constrained now, so but let's still see how it behaves. Okay, yeah, that's actually working really well now. So anyway, go ahead and save the sketch again, and do an extrude on it, and set to 2.5 inches. So that's got our part. So like I said, it's pretty easy to, it's very similar. I just, I don't know why I can't see my constraints on a normal basis, but pretty similar to the other programs, Solid Edge or SolidWorks.